Dangal greetings po to ITA. Dangal greetings po, Ma'am Sai. Bali, we are group. We are a group from to ITA, and for now, we're going to present our finance laboratory activity 2, rather. And here we are, our members. We have Aquino Justin Lamberto L, Balbero Lira Angelo O, Baltasar Ralph Christian J, and I, Bautista Lawrence Jr. C, and Kapoy Andre C. And for our objectives for our laboratory activity 2, we have to normalize the given table from UNF to 1NF to 2NF to 3NF, and also design an ERD based on the final schema or based on the three normal form. And the duration will be 2 to 3 hours, excluding this video presentation. Then we have to use MySQL Workbench, PHP MyAdmin, and for ERD, we have to use ZeroIO or Lucidchart. So we have here our given chart or the anormalized form. We have student ID, student name, course instructor, instructor contact, subject, and room. And it have their own values. Kung makikita po natin dito ay hindi naka-indicate dito yung mismo primary key and foreign key, which is hindi maganda sa isang database. So kaya ngayon sa ating activity ay ang ating objectives ay normalize at mag-indicate ng ating mga um, primary key and foreign key. So, para sa ating part 1, first normal form or 1NF, bali po kasi kung titingnan natin yung mismong given table, naka 1NF na talaga siya. Wala nga lang um, totally na primary key, which is mali. Kaya nilagay po namin ay kinopya lang po yung table and nilagay po sa table na provided ni Ma'am Sai. And since ay na po yung pinakasagot. So, next part naman po ay yung part 2, second normal form or yung 2 and F. Bale, ano po bang requirements dito sa 2 and F po natin? So, bali po kasi yung 2 and F, ang sabi po dito ay yung 2 and F ay dapat magbabawal siya ng dependency sa isang primary key, which is yung nakalagay sa ating table sa 1 and F, yung student ID. So, bali ngayon, paghiwalayin po natin sila and pag um, mas i-identify pa po or specific po yung mga table. So, ngayon, nagkaroon tayo ng tatlong table. Yung pangunang table ay yung student table na merong student ID, student name, and course. Dito naman po sa student table, unlike dito, sa 1NF natin ay tatlo po yung value, pero yung dalawa doon ay parehas lang ng value, which is yung 1 de la Cruz and yung student ID na 101. Pero magkaiba po sila ng subject. Dito naman po sa student table natin sa 2NF, mismong student information lang po talaga yung nakalagay, such as student ID, student name, and course na yung mga unique po. Hindi na po kailangan umulit. Then dito naman po sa subjects table, may dinagdag po tayo dito ang primary key, which is yung subject code. Ayun po yung primary key natin, which is kanina hindi naman na nag-exist. So, para po mangyari yung 2NF, nilagay po namin yung subject code para mas ma-normalize siya sa 2NF. Ngayon, yung subject name po ay meron na po siyang subject code. Then, nandito pa rin po yung instructor, kung sino naman po yung instructor sa subject na yon. Then, yung contact pa rin po nila and yung assigned room. Then naman sa last table natin po, dito sa enrollment table. Bale, meron po tayong dalawa, student ID and subject code. Bale, parang hiniwalay lang po yung or mas in-identify po yung student kung saan po sila naka-enroll. Na naka-base po dito sa table na nauna po natin. Katulad po dito sa example. Si student 101 po ay naka-enroll po siya sa CCS 101, which is tama lang po doon kanina sa 1 and F na example. Si student 101 daw po ay naka-enroll sa subject code na CCS 101, which is yung programming 1. Bali, ayun lang po sa part ng 2 and F. So ngayon ay mag-proceed na po tayo sa ating third normal form.
So, Dangal greetings po. Uh, s- Putang ina na blanco. Okay, game. Kakat ko na lang. So, proceeding po tayo sa third normal form, which is what first we're going to answer the question, what transitive dependency did you find and how did you fix it? So, based on our analysis po, we realized that the instructor contact doesn't usually say anything about the subject. So, um, it says something about the instructor. So, it wasn't really depending dun sa primary key the way it should be. Instead, gumamit tayo ng tinatag lang siya along because of the instructor column sitting right next to it. So, yung kind ng indirect connection, where one non-key column relies on another non-key column to react the primary key. So, yun yung tinatawag nating transitive dependency. So, para maayos yun, um, nag-decide kami na kunin yung instructor and instructor contact out of the subjects table and give them their own dedicated space in a brand new instructors table. So, it makes a lot more sense that way. And instructor details belong with instructors, not subjects. So, yung subjects table ay meron na ngayong gumagamit ng instructor ID bilang foreign key nila to point to the right instructor whenever it needs to. So, proceed po tayo dito sa um, first table, which is the students table. So, nire-remain na itong unchanged from 2NF kasi wala namang transitive dependency na nahanap dito. So, si student ID serves as the primary key pa rin and both student name and course directly describe and depend on the student. So, walang any other non-key column dito sa loob ng table na to. So, this means the students table was already compliant with 3NF rules and required no further changes. So, next is the instructors table. So, this is the new table, newly created table that exists specifically gawa ng 3NF natin. So, yung instructor ID ay nagsiserve ngayon as the primary key and both instructor name and instructor contact directly describe the instructor. By giving instructors their own dedicated table, kahit anong update dun sa contact number or instructor name ay kinakailangan lang ma-change dun sa iisang place. So, ini-eliminate na ito yung risk ng having outdated or mismatched instructor information scattered across multiple rows in other tables. Next po.
So, dawn greetings. I'm Ralph Christian Baltasar, and now we're moving on to the subject table. So, the subject table was updated from the second normal form to remove the transitive dependencies. So, in second normal form, instructor contact depended on the instructor column rather than on subject code, which is the primary key. So to fix this, instructor contact and instructor name were removed from this table entirely. So what remains are the subject code as the primary key, subject name, room, and instructor ID as a foreign key pointing to the new instructors table. So every column now depends directly on subject code and nothing else. So next is enrollment table. So the enrollment table connects students and subjects together. Enrollment ID serves as the primary key while student ID and subject code are both foreign keys referencing the respective tables. Every column in this table depends only on enrollment ID, meaning there are no partial or transitive dependencies present. This table requires no structural changes to meet third normal form since it was already clean from the second normal form.
Okay na. Edit. Okay, recording ako.
So, the greetings, I'm Justin Elakina. So, let's talk about the ERD. So, this ERD represents a school enrollment system, normalized to third normal form. It contains four entities: students, instructors, subject, and enrollments, connected by three relationships that reflect real-world academic operations. Now, the student entity stores basic information about each student. Its attributes are student ID, student name, and course. The student ID serves as the primary key, uniquely identifying every student in the system. Then the enrollment, this entity or this junction bridge entity that resolves the many-to-many relationship between students and subjects. It contains enrollment ID, student ID, and subject code. Every enrollment record represents one student being enrolled in a specific subject. Now, talking about its relationship, enrollment is one-to-many relationship. This means one student can have multiple enrollment records, but each enrollment record can only belong to one student. For example, student 101 Juan de la Cruz appeared twice in enrollment table, once for CCS 101 programming and once for CCS 102 database system, because he is enrolled in two subjects. Each of those two rows, however, points back to only one student. Next presenter po.
Dangal greetings everyone. I'm Balbero Lira Piangelo. Now let's move on naman dun sa ating instructor entity. So the instructors table stores all information about the teachers. So meron siyang tatlong attributes which is the instructor ID, which is the primary key and uniquely identifies each instructor, the instructor name, which stores the name of the instructor, and instructor contact, which stores their contact number. So, in our data, we have two instructors, si Mr. Santos na may instructor ID 1 at si Ms. Reyes na may instructor ID 2. Next naman is yung subject entity. So, yung subject table stores naman all the subjects being offered. So, it has four attributes, the subject code, which is the primary key. Sa data namin, ito yung CCS 101 para sa Programming 1 and CCS 102 naman para sa database system. Meron din tayong subject name, which is the full name ng subject, instructor ID, which is a foreign key na nagre-reference naman dun sa instructor's table, and room, which is the room number where the subject is held. Now, let's talk about naman dun sa relationship ng dalawang entities na ito. So, yung relationship between these two entities is one-to-many. So, this means that one instructor can teach many subjects, but each subject is assigned to only one instructor. So, we represent this using a single bar on the instructor side, meaning exactly one instructor, and a crow's foot on the subject side, meaning many subjects. And that's all for our ERD.
And for our conclusion, each member will give their takeaways depending on the part that we have discussed on this final lab activity 2.
So the conclusion, first normal form is to make sure every cell has only one value only. No repeating groups. It's the bare minimum for a proper table.
And next, our conclusion for the second normal form is remove partial dependencies. So, every non-key natin ay dapat mag-depend sa whole composite key. So, not just the part of it. So, mag-split siya pag hindi siya nagbe-belong.
So, conclusion sa third normal form. So, basically, it removes transitive dependencies. So, non-key columns must depend on the key directly, not through another non-key column. So, each piece of data lives in exactly one place.
Para naman sa ating ERD or ang ating entity relationship diagram, ang ating conclusion dito ay the visual result of normalization. It shows your final tables and how they relate to each other. One-to-many or many-to-many and foreign keys and all.
So, the bottom line of this is each normal form asks a harder question about where data truly belongs. So, by 3NF, your database has no redundancy and no anomalies. The ERD is the blueprint that proves it.
That will be all for our presentation.